Take the taxi through the air. Come on board, don't stay out there. Touch the sky, your smile starts flying. Take the chance, it's worth a trying. Board the yellow cab to somewhere. Take the taxi through the air. Taxi through the air. Cross mountains high and valleys deep. Destinations to discover. We fly you there, the fare is low. Choose any place you'd like to go. There'll always be a new horizon, a further step to make. The world keeps spinning, checking easy. Clear as the sky, make up your mind. Take the taxi through the air. Just come on board, don't stay out there. Touch the sky, your smile starts flying. Take the chance, it's worth a trying. Board the yellow cab to somewhere. Take the taxi through the air. Oh, thoughts follow you from A to B. We care for you, relax and see. There's no better fare. Fly Hapag-Lloyd Express. Your taxi through the air. Take the taxi through the air. Just come on board, don't stay out there. You touch the sky, your smile starts flying. Take the chance, it's worth a trying. Board the yellow cab to somewhere. A city taxi through the air. Just take the taxi through the air. Oh, go on board, don't stay out there. You touch the sky, your smile starts flying. Take the chance, it's worth a trying. Choose the pride, play safe, no stress. Fly Hapag-Lloyd Express. Fly Hapag-Lloyd Express.
Well, good morning everybody and welcome back to the channel. Let me just turn my video mic on there and we'll turn off that text. And we need to turn off the music as well. Welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome to Jet and Airways, where a smile goes a long way. Today we are in the beautiful PMDG 737-800. And we're just doing a short hop over down the coast to Miami. We're coming in over the coast, and it is a really beautiful approach in over the coast. If the weather's nice, the coastline is just gorgeous. It really is. As you can see, we've been getting ready. We've got our luggage all on board. We've got water topped up in the galley. We had a bus arrive with all our VIP customers. So they are all on board getting settled in. So they are pretty happy. So I think we can go on board and we can start sorting out those ground services and getting everything ready to part. I'm running on ground power at the moment. Our water, our laboratory water maintenance van that can disappear. And a passenger bus that can go because all the passengers are out, the loaders, all the luggage, and the gear is on board. So let's get rid of all that there. Ground power, we are still on ground power. Now I've done the ILS already. I've done our waypoints all the way down to Miami. You can see them here listed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. six waypoints, and then we arrive at ILS runway 30. So hopefully we'll do a nice happy little ILS approach. So that would be quite good. So as our services are disconnecting and heading on their way, we can go ahead, I think, and start our APU. Not too long a flight today. Probably have it all done within the hour, I would think. So that should be okay. Still got our ground power connected. Getting our APU all fired up here. And then we will switch over and run on our APU power. Pretty rough night here last night in Auckland. We had a cyclone moving over. It's been rough for a few days actually, but I think the eye of the storm just sort of passed over Auckland during the night last night, just off the east coast really, so we didn't get the full brunt of it, but some other parts of the country just a little lower down than Auckland are really getting the brunt of it today. So it's still a little bit rough, but it's okay here in Auckland. It is manageable. Okay, so we're running on our APU. We can disconnect our ground power there. Now if you come up here, you'll see the flight plan that I've put in, those waypoints. If I put this round to plan, here we go. If I zoom in a little bit, you will see our waypoints. We're parked here. We're going to take off, turn around to the right, and we'll head out over the coast. We'll veer around to the left, come in over the coast, and straight into Miami. And it will be a beautiful thing. Should catch some nice scenery as we head on down that coast there. Right, so APU is running. We're all looking good there. We're going to set our climb out speed to 150. Okay, and we'll put our auto brakes on, rejected takeoff. And we'll go ahead and get some clearance. We don't need pushback today because we've been parked in a place where the passengers can just come up the steps and on. So we don't need pushback. We can pretty much just head straight out. Request taxi straight out.
Fort Pierce ground, Jet and Juliet India 1028 with Quebec request taxi for takeoff departing straight out.
Jet and Juliet India 1028 taxi 2 and hold short of runway 28 left using taxiway Bravo Charlie, cross runway tree 2 Charlie. Contact tower on 128.2 when ready.
Acknowledge taxi clearance.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway 28 left using taxiway Bravo Charlie, cross runway tree 2 Charlie, Jet and Juliet India 1028.
Let's get in a good position. We can see our beautiful engines firing up there. That is looking sweet. Watch the numbers coming up here. We'll add some fuel. While we're down here, we will get our flaps set to 5. Basically 3 notches down. Okay, so I heard that click, so we can start the left engine now. Quite a nice day today. A few clouds around, but not much to speak of. We should get some nice views going here. Right, we'll just watch these numbers here. Add some fuel. One thing I got to do yet is to put the ILS frequency into the radio. So we need to get that done soon. We'll just switch over to engine power, the engine bus. As soon as this flicks back, there we go. Switch on to the engine bus. Okay, I'll turn off the APU bleed. Hydraulics on. Packs can go on. Window heat, heat probes. We'll put on the yaw damper. Taxi lights, landing lights can go on as well. As well, we can put on our wheel brakes, parking brakes. As you can see, we're starting to roll there. It's not a good thing, is it? Okay, so let's do our radio for the ILS approach here. The ILS is 11170, so we'll punch that in, 11170, put that up to the active, and over here 11170, we'll switch that up to the active. Don't quite have the heading, we'll get the heading later, I think. That should be fine. Now we'll come over here, we've done all that. We can put our flight directors on. And we will turn on our LNAV, ready to go. LNAV did not want to go on. And I think we're all good to taxi now. Right, let's head down there. I'm sure my park brake is off. It is off, I'm sure. Yep. Park brake is off. Should be good to go. Had a heck of a lot of trouble with my nose wheel steering over the last few days. You've probably seen it on the my last couple of videos. Nose wheel steering was terrible, so just went into the FMC, the PMDG setup, and did a bit of a adjustment there. Don't seem to be getting our and it doesn't seem to be pulling to one side. Before, the nose wheel or the plane was pulling to one side as I taxied. It seems to be okay at the moment. It's not doing anything bad. Route. Okay, that's all good. Just trying to have a bit of a look here why the why the LNAV is not engaging. Did it 100 times yesterday, but today when I'm streaming, of course, it's not going to go, is it? Never mind. If I have to hand fly it, I can hand fly it. No worries. Head up over to the hold short over here. It's not a very long flight, quite a short flight, so if you need to hand fly it, it's not too bad. Not far to go. Okay, space. My space key tries to apply the brakes, but it doesn't really. It's interesting. Right, I will put on the brakes and I will have a look at my FMC and my flight plan, just in case there's something that just in case there is something I missed here. Let's go down and have a look. Okay, depart, runway 28 left, that is good. Execute, departure and arrive, ILS 30, ILS 30, that is done, that is all good. We got a discontinuity here. Let's get rid of that. And we will just check the waypoints that I have in here. Silvo, Fear, Silo, Sean, Oldie, Bird, and then KMI. Bird, yep, and I don't need that one. Okay, so let's see how that is going. No. Alright, let's take off and we will see what happens. We'll see how we go. At least my nose wheel steering is working. That's one thing that's working well today, so it's something I can be happy about. Right, I'm going to put my brakes on. I'm going to do a launch kind of takeoff today. Bring my throttle up high. Yep, and away we go, guys. Here we go. Try and stay in the middle here. No call out. I don't know what's up with that. Oh, a bit low there. Better come up a bit. LNAV is on, autopilot is on. Let's get our vertical speed set. That is a bit too steep while we're trying to gain speed. I'll bring that down to about 1.9. Speed is set okay. Let's start bringing our flaps up. Landing lights, taxi lights off. Right, let's hope we're following our flight plan, and we're going to head down over towards Miami. Let's put this switch over to map, and we can have a look and see what our plane's actually doing. Trying to do a little sharp turn here to get onto our flight plan. Climbing up at 3,500 feet. We're almost at our target speed. Until we get to 10,000, that is where we'll set about 250 knots there. Okay. Flaps are up. Flight directors are on. Auto throttle is on. LNAV is on. Vertical speed 1,900. Autopilot is on. Right, let's set the auto brakes. Let's set the auto brakes for landing. Set those to 3. Okay. Got the ILS approach all programmed in there.
Comfortable cruising altitude, ladies and gentlemen. This flight attendant will be in the cabin and offer you a cocktail beverage of your choice, along with breakfast. There are 5 flight attendants on board today, primarily for your safety. If there's anything we can do to make your trip more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask.
Don't hesitate to ask, guys. Well, this is your captain speaking from the flight deck. Welcome to our Jet Airways 737-800 service to Miami today. Always a pleasure to have you on board. And we're looking at a flight that's going to be pretty smooth. Not much happening in the way of weather. A few little fluffy clouds around, so you should get some nice views as we head down the coast towards Miami. We hope to have you outside the terminal in Miami within the hour. So it is not a long flight, so we're just going to sit back and be quiet for most of the flight and let you enjoy the entertainment and the service. Once again, thank you for flying with Jet Airways today. And yes, heading towards our next waypoint, 91 nautical miles, a little way to go, not too far. And we're at 10,000 feet now. So I'm going to come up a little bit to 11,000 feet. That way we can go a little bit faster than 100 and 250 knots. I'm going to take her up to 290. And we should cruise along quite comfortably at that. No rush today. Just a happy little relaxed flight to Miami. Can enjoy the food. I got a nice beautiful cup of coffee here, so I can have my nice cup of coffee. That is good. That is good coffee. So what have you guys been up to? What have you been flying? The 800 or the 900 or the 600? How's it been going with your flight simulator? Over the week I've had a few little crashed desktops. We've been doing a few multiplayer flights, a few group flights. If you'd like to join the Discord, I'll put the address in the description below, but if you'd like to come over and join the group and fly for Jet and Airways, it would be great. We're always looking for more pilots to fly with us. And we're a casual fun flying group, okay? We're not too intense. Some of us are into all the systems and the live weather and the live air traffic control and all that, but for most of the time we're pretty relaxed and casual flyers. So if you're just a beginner, just getting started with Flight Simulator, come on over to our Discord, fly along with the group. It's a lot of fun. It's nice having a little community group where you can ask questions, get a bit of support, and solve little issues. Sometimes 2 or 3 heads are better than one. It's a lot of fun with a group flying around, and we also have a ranking sort of a system going for Jet and Airways as well. We have a sort of a ranking system, so the more flights you do, the more hours you get on your chart, and then you go up in promotion sort of thing to captain and all sorts of things as you go up the rankings. So it's a bit of fun, gives your flight a bit of meaning, a bit of purpose, rather than just flying around and landing and saying goodbye to those few hours and you haven't actually achieved anything. You've just flown around in circles or whatever. But with Jet In, you do actually have a purpose and a goal. You actually help us fly passengers from A to B. In the Pilot's Lounge, we supply flight plans and routes that you can fly. It's all the flight plans are there for you. The routes are all laid out on a chart, so you can get on a plane of your choice, or hopefully 737. Most of us are flying 737s. Now this, you can do the same in X-Plane as well. It's not just for Flight Simulator, okay? If you have X-Plane, or you have the 737 MAX or the PMDG 737, it doesn't matter. Just join the group, fly along with Jet and Airways. We're pretty relaxed and casual fun flyers. We have a lot of laughs. Right, so let's have V and see how we're going on our little map. They're just about to head out over the coast as we come down towards Miami. And you'll see what I mean later by the views. The views are just beautiful as we come into Miami from over the coast. Really nice. Beautiful. Right, I think it's time we can probably serve out some snacks.
Attention all passengers, we will be serving our in-flight meal shortly with your choice of red or white wine. Please return to your seat so that we may serve you more easily. Enjoy your meal.
Enjoy your meal. We do have good meals at Jet and Airways, lovely meals. Beautiful meals. Quite a few people flying around today in multiplayer mode. You can see all the labels there. Quite a few. If you'd like to spawn in someday and fly with Jet and Airways, fly along with me, some of my regional routes, feel free to do that. You'll see my label. My label is Kiwi Van Man, so when you spawn in, when I start off somewhere, you will see my 737. Usually I'm in a 737. You'll see my label, Kiwi Van Man. Well, that is me. Where'd that name come from? Well, I have another YouTube channel called Kiwi Van Man, and that runs alongside my company, which is KVM Camper Vans. We manufacture Freedom and Stealth camper vans. And so the Kiwi Van Man channel sort of promotes that and shows you the inner workings and the everyday ins and outs of running a camper van company. And we get to travel around and see some nice scenery in New Zealand as well. So if you're an outdoors kind of person, you like camping and getting out and about, check out that channel, the Kiwi Van Man. Quite different to this one. Some beautiful views here today. Very nice. Right, we better head back into the cockpit. We better see where we are. Maybe it's time to start descending soon. And I think it is, because our flight plan is not really that long. Not a big flight plan. So let's start going down. I'm going to go down to 4,000 feet. It's going to take us a while to get there, so not too worried. It's not a race. We're just doing a pretty relaxed, casual little flight down the coast today. No rush at all. The weather's good. We can just cruise, relax, and enjoy the scenery, basically. Just enjoy the scenery.
From the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. We're gonna be landing in, about 20 minutes, so I'd appreciate it if you would return to your seats and fasten your seat belts at this time. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we begin our approach, we ask that you please check. Make sure that your seatbelts are securely fastened low and tight across your lap. Please return your seat backs and tray tables to their full upright lock position. If you've had occasion to use your carry-on items, please make sure that they are safely stored underneath the seat in front of you or in the overhead enclosed bin. Also, if you're using any type of electronic device, if you would please turn it off until we are parked at the gate.
Right, so we are descending down now, heading out over the coast, and then we'll be heading down to Florida, doing a nice little slow right-hand turn to line up with our finals. I haven't done anything in X-Plane for a while. I do really enjoy the X-Plane 737, the Zebo mod. So I think I might have to do a couple of streams in that. Also, there's a couple of planes that we have in Jet and Airways that are not 737s. We have the CRJ. We have the little Banderanti, the EMB embroidery, bombardery, or however you say it. We have that little Banderanti. That's quite a good little one for small regional hops, flying in out of small aircraft. So I might do a little bit of streaming with that as well. Let me know in the comments what you like, what you enjoy. And just to sort of mix it up a bit rather than doing every stream in a 737. I think it's good to have a bit of variety for the subscribers on the channel. The CRJ is a lovely plane to fly. Not easy to get the hang of it, but once you've got the hang of it, it is a beautiful, beautiful plane by Aerosoft. It's had its issues over the time it's been out, but once you get on top of it, it's a nice machine. Really is a nice machine. Okay, coming down to 4,000. Now our speed is a little bit high, but once we level out, that speed should start coming down. Okay, we're out over the coast. Out over the coast, a lot of planes out and about today. Right, you can see our speed coming down now that we've leveled out. Down to 3,900 feet. I want to get just below 200 knots if I can. Get below 200 knots. Yeah, over the last few days I've had a bit of bad luck with Flight Simulator. It crashed to desktops and what have you, and things not working right, and oh dear. Some of it's my fault because I haven't had my settings right, so I can't blame anybody but myself. So, but the crash to desktops are annoying. I don't know whether it's because I have too many windows open on my other screen. I have two screens. So I don't know if that affects it or not. I'm not sure. Maybe it puts a bit of a strain on your CPU. I'm not sure, but I noticed in the multiplayer modes, a couple of the pilots have also had a few crash to desktops of late. More so with the 737-800 than the 737-700. So if you've experienced that, if you could shed any light on that, if you've experienced the same thing, let me know in the comments. Maybe we can learn something. Maybe there's something we can do to minimize the risk of a crash to desktop. I don't know, it's pretty random, isn't it, really? Pretty jolly random. Okay, we're under 200 knots, that's good, and we're down to 4,000 feet. Nose is pitching up a bit, so I might just give her a little bit of flaps. Maybe can maybe we can give her a little bit more speed as we come in. Take her up to 200. Not far to go now. We'll be coming around to connect up with our finals very soon.
Flight attendants, prepare for landing, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we request that you store your electronic devices until we are safely parked at the gate. We also ask that you extinguish all smoking materials. In final preparation for landing, please make sure your seat backs are straight up, your tray tables are stowed, and any carry-on luggage you may have brought on board with you is underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead bin. The flight attendants will be passing through the cabin one last time to do their final compliance check and pick up any remaining cups and glasses.
There's our flight plan there. You can see we just got a right hand turn, a couple of right hand turns, and then we're on our final, so not far to go. A short little flight, short and sweet, but it certainly is nice and scenic when you can see through the clouds. If you're new to the channel, guys, don't forget to hit the like and make a little comment. It's good for the channel, helps the algorithms, helps the channel get a little bit more recognition. Yeah, nice to have your company. If you're watching, welcome aboard Jet and Airways 737-800 service to Miami. We have a Discord, and we have a group of pilots there. We have a pilot lounge where you can go into and see all our pilot charts and flight plans, our hubs from our different hubs. We have a hub in San Diego, Florida, and Chicago Midway. So we fly around those areas fairly regular. We have a promotional scale as well, where you just log your hours and you work your way up to captain or even higher as you go. Just adds a bit of fun, another dimension to the flight simulator, really. But we're pretty casual and relaxed, okay? If you're a newbie to flight simulator or a brand new pilot, well, you're still welcome just to fly for Jet In and just have fun, okay? You don't have to qualify, okay? You don't have to produce your CV. If you had to qualify a certain grade level of pilot, I would probably fail, alright? I can be a bit dodgy at times with my flying skills, I tell you. But we're all learning and we're all trying to improve. Couple of right hand turns and then we'll be on finals. It'll be all good. It's looking good. Hopefully we can do a nice ILS approach as we come around to the right. Okay, I'm going to put my landing lights on now, and I can put my taxi lights on in case I forget to do that later. Probably will. We're under 10,000, so we can put our landing lights on. Got my auto brake set at 3. A lot of people up flying today, isn't there? You can see them all on multiplayer there. Labels and planes everywhere. They're just everywhere. Right, let's start bringing some speed down. Come down to 180 initially, 180 knots. I think I'm going to land. I think I'm going to approach in today at around about 155 knots. I'm going to come into the runway at around about there. Maybe 145, 150, something like that. In the 700, I'm usually cruising at about 135 knots, depending on the payload, of course. But down, I think I'm going to do my approach about 150 and come down to about 140, 145. As I want to touch down. Right, let's bring our altitude down 2,500 so we can intercept the ILS. No, we want to come down, not up. Down, down, down. Okay. Too much flaps. We're going a bit too fast. Going a bit too fast for that many flaps. We'll come down to 160 then. Bring it down to 160. There we go. And there's the amazing, beautiful Miami straight ahead of us. Bring down our wheels. Gear down. Now my chat screen has sort of disappeared off my second monitor, guys. I'm sorry. If you made a comment or asked a question, sorry I can't see it. I need to configure that so that doesn't happen again, but it seemed to have disappeared off my second monitor. So if you've made a comment, I'm sorry, I can't see it very well there. Right, we have got some diamonds here. Got some beautiful, cute little diamonds. So as soon as they become solid, I will put on the approach hold mode. We've got our flaps down, we have our wheels down, and indeed they have become solid. Speed I need to bring down, get that down to 150, 149. Should be able to see some runway lights there soon. There we go, there's the airport straight ahead. Look at the coastline, guys. I told you the view was beautiful. Look at that. That is just amazing. Okay, I'm hitting approach hold. Approach hold is on. Look at the coastline of the city of Miami. Just gorgeous, isn't it? Beautiful. Just beautiful. Right, so we are locked onto the ILS and we are coming in now. We're at 149 knots. So let's see if we can get a nice landing. Check, flaps down, wheels down, landing lights on, taxi lights on, auto brake set to 3. And we are locked onto the ILS. Just before we get a little bit closer, I'll turn off the autopilot and the auto throttle and the flight director. Welcome to Miami, guys. Welcome to Miami. Bit of wind out there. Bit of atmospheric conditions. The plane is rocking around a little bit. It's rocking around. Right, here we go. Autopilot off. $145 knots, thereabouts. That is okay. And welcome to Miami, guys. Welcome to Miami. We got a short little taxi here to the to the gates. That's very nice.
It's going to take the captain just a few moments to taxi us to the gate, so we ask that you remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the seatbelt sign has been turned off and the aircraft has come to a complete stop at the gate. That will be your only indication that it's safe to get up and move about the cabin. We also ask that you keep the aisles clear of any carry-on baggage. This is the termination of our flight this morning, so we ask that you check seat back pockets, closets, and overhead bins for any articles you may have brought with you. Extra care should be taken when opening the overhead bins, as heavy articles may have shifted during our flight. On behalf of your entire flight crew, it's been our pleasure serving you this morning. Have a pleasant stay.
Have a pleasant stay and welcome to Miami. And thank you again for flying Jet and Airways. Always a pleasure to have you on board. And we'd love to see you back here again sometime soon, I hope. It would be great to have you back. It's the first time to the channel, guys. Hit the like, make a comment, and subscribe. And you're welcome to come along to our Discord. We do group flights. We fly for Jet and Airways, and we transport our happy, wonderful customers all over the United States. We have about 3 or 4 different hubs. It's great fun when you fly together. We're just casual fun flyers, most of us, so we're not too intense. If you're just a beginner pilot, you're very, very welcome to join in with us. Now I've got a feeling we're supposed to be at that terminal over there. I think I've taxied out to the wrong side. But that's okay. I can fix that. I can just head over to that part of the airport. I need to take about 2 minutes to get there, I think. So that's all fine. I'll put my park brake here so I can just finalize the video. Right, that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Video from A to B, and I know I had a good time. The plane did everything it was supposed to do, and the pilot almost did everything he was supposed to do. Not quite. I need to pilot over to the. Need just to quietly taxi over to the gate there now, so we can disembark. Next time, I must remember to roll out to the right. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you soon on the next video or the next stream. I think I have to do something here because I've lost my I've lost the screen for my stream, so I cannot. I cannot find my screen for my software. Ah, there it is. Okay, I've got my screen back again for the software. Sorry if I sound a little bit disorganized. Go back. Resume. Okay, I'm back in the game now. See you soon on the next video, guys. Stay safe, happy flying, and would like to see you over flying for Jet and Airways if you're a 737 pilot. Okay, talk soon. Over and out. Cheers.